What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Stardust here. Welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel. Now today we are going over something that I saw in the Play Avengers Reddit from one of my good friends, Allfather Media and Cave as well. So on Reddit, the Smokey_Cave said, here's the concept 2022 roadmap with Allfather Media worked on to push his and my hopes for a good first half of 2022. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of go through this because a lot of people, expected this kind of level of realism, in a sense of like they expect this to kind of be like what the roadmap is actually going to be like. So I wanted to go through it, and then hopefully once the roadmap is revealed, we can compare it and then see kind of what happens then. So in January we've got Shipment reward, Hawkeye Civil War MCU skin. That has a really good chance of being revealed today. Obviously there were a couple of leaks, an MCU skin coming in Shipment, so I did a video on that a while ago. It was a very weird like UI kind of error that kind of revealed this would be the case. Outfit inspired by Marvel's Spider-Man No Way Home. Do I expect those outfits? I've got to be honest, I expect there to be some sort of weird business reason as to why Marvel's Avengers cannot use MCU Spider-Man outfits. And returning events, they love using returning events as a way to fill in a month, so if they can't release anything in January, then returning events does make a lot of sense. In February we've got Operation She-Hulk Court Costs, new hero, villain and story. Obviously, judging by the raging monster in the background, it is going to be Red Hulk that is going to be the villain of She-Hulk's DLC. Now, we kind of expect that to be the case with She-Hulk, that Red Hulk was going to be the case. Obviously, we know via data mines that Red Hulk was indeed going to be a villain. Is that a good idea? No, obviously, we've had Abomination, we've had Maestro. When it comes to big Hulk-like monsters, we really need to kind of try and step away from that. But Red Hulk is still pretty interesting, and I would love to see if Bruce Banner / Troy Baker actually get some words in this one, after kind of no reacting to Maestro. Custom harm room co-op, I think that would be really sweet. I think if there's one thing that this game desperately needs, is to lean heavily into the team dynamic, and I think it would be a really good opportunity to test that out. Outfits inspired by the MCU, of course. I think that is quite fair. I think putting that on every dot of the roadmap is pretty fair. So here we go. March, we have a Modoc villain sector. Now, if you guys remember, there was a leak ages ago with the voice lines from Hank Pym talking about a Modoc clone and a villain sector. I think they are just waiting for that, if I'm honest. I think that is definitely something that's going to be in the pipelines. I think this is a very fair thing to put on the roadmap, and I could totally see it. Outfits inspired by Marvel's She-Hulk. I think that there will probably be a Disney Plus nameplate challenge in emotes, as it says in the second one, but I don't think we'll get an MCU skin straight away. I believe they may wait a little bit for that, but I honestly don't know. Returning events as well, that is a pretty fair thing to once again put on the roadmap. I would like to see them do different themes for events though, so hopefully maybe we could get like a different theme, like all the enemies are imbued with Gamma or something like that. In April, now this, in my opinion, potentially a little bit of copium. I don't want to disrespect it too much, but Operation Ultron Protocols, new story, new villain and raid, new enemy types, new gear. Now, I would absolutely love this. I had said on the Assemble podcast episode, myself and High Ruler did, that I am so excited for Ultron, and I really will enjoy that. But if I'm going to be perfectly honest, Ultron will be a villain event. He won't be an operation, in my opinion. He won't kind of be like this big crazy thing. I genuinely believe that at maximum, he'll have a raid without like a story to kind of go with it. There might be a cutscene before, there might be a cutscene after, but I definitely think that, unfortunately, Ultron is probably going to show up with this build-up and then sadly kind of be a bit of a whisper in the end of it. But I really do hope I am wrong with that. Operation with just Ultron will be very sweet. Then we've got Operation Winter Soldier, the trial of Captain America, new hero and story, new villain sector, new enemy type, new Ultron Horde mode. Now, I like the idea of an Ultron Horde mode. I mean, that is essentially just fancier robot Horde mode, but obviously them kind of upgrading Horde mode a little bit would be really sweet. Winter Soldier being in May with She-Hulk being in February, I can't see that personally. I think if I think Winter Soldier will probably, like, at maximum be maybe a bit later into the year, but I really don't know, because as we know, we've seen that they're able to do 4 characters in the space of a calendar year, obviously with Kate, then Clint, then Black Panther, then Spider-Man in just managing to make it before the year hit with Kate Bishop, so it's not impossible. June, Patrol Mode, returning events, classic comic outfits, and more. I think classic comic outfits is sadly a bit of copium. I can't see this game ever doing genuinely, like, perfect comic accurate outfits, but Patrol Mode is definitely something that I can see. I think Patrol Mode is going to be really fun. It's a streamer's wet dream, as I've always said before in the past when it comes to talking about content, so hopefully that comes out, and hopefully it comes out really well. Let's look at in development. So new shipment rewards, that's to be expected. An emote wheel. Now, we have spoken with a developer recently, I won't name names just to not single them out, but they mentioned that, you know, oh, what about a wheel for heroics? What about this? What about that? Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like an emote wheel is going to be on the cards, so I don't think that will be the case. Aerial takedowns for all heroes. I agree. I think the fact that PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man being the only one who could do aerial takedowns is a little bit bad. I think they should try and implement that with every single hero. Join in progress, yes. Further gear and perk improvements. I hope they always do that. Loadouts and menu UI. Now, loadouts should not be taking this long naturally, because the original first ever playtest, you know, the one that came out with the Black Panther and Spider-Man fake leaks, that was actually 4 loadouts, so I'm not sure what the situation there is, but hopefully we do see that kind of from January to June. So, well done All Farm Media, smashing roadmap, good sir. Let me know what you guys think about what we can expect from the roadmap in 2022, and I will see you guys in a bit. Peace.